All right, Sean, so let's talk about fantasy football. All right, we're going to talk, a little bit of week 2, recap, some of the things that happened, and then talk about week 3 and the outlook there.
And what comes up, yeah.
All right, so let's get into our week 2 studs of fantasy football. The ones that jump out.
There are some good ones out there. Yep.
All right, so let's start with some of the quarterbacks there.
Yep.
Tom Brady, 447 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had no touchdowns in week 1.
Nope, none. And we were there live for this.
Yeah.
And he had those 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, didn't he?
All 3 touchdowns came in the first quarter, and that was the first time he's ever done that.
Wow. He went off against the Saints defense, and he looked phenomenal.
That touchdown to Gronkowski was ridiculous.
Oh, man. We have it on video.
Yep. Another quarterback that went off, a stud, was Carson Wentz, 330 yards, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, but he had 4 rushes for 55 yards. Carson Wentz.
He's a fucking... He just proved, even against a good defense like the Chiefs, he can still put up good numbers.
Yep. Trevor Siemian, he was a stud. 231 yards.
He's all right.
But 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he also had 5 rushes for 14 yards.
Let's move on.
So, Trevor Siemian did pretty damn good.
He did all right.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Trevor Siemian, he's been gaining my respect here a little bit. He's been doing a lot better than I thought he was actually going to do.
Even though he did this against my Cowboys, he has really impressed me for the first 2 weeks. I really want that yardage to be up a little bit more.
Right.
But he's getting touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
he's being pretty efficient there.
Yeah.
Running backs now. C.J. Anderson, 25 for 118 yards rushing and a touchdown, and then receiving.
He had a reception, yeah.
3 receptions, 36 yards, and 1 of them for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a great fucking run he had after the catch.
Best running back of week 1. Week 2.
He was best running back week 2. Yep, definitely. Monstrous.
Loved it.
Yep.
T.Y. Montgomery. How you like it, T.Y. Shout out the Cheeseheads. 10 attempts. 10 attempts, but only for 35 yards. But that's not where he's being utilized.
Yeah.
6 receptions, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah. He is a definite PPR running back.
Yes.
This dude is ridiculous.
He looks like he fits that system with them having Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What about Todd Gurley? Bounce back player. He was one of my bounce back players of the year. 16 attempts.
Oh, man.
88 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 receptions, 48 yards, and 1 touchdown. Gurley is back, baby!
People were a little nervous. Even though in week 1 he had that touchdown, he didn't have that many yards.
Right.
But you know what? That's probably because they're destroying the Colts. They didn't need him. They probably took him out. This week, he showed he is the guy. And he is officially back.
Yeah, this dude is solid play. He's an RB1 in standard and definitely PPR.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what about Kareem Hunt? He keeps the ball rolling.
Rookie of the year, Kareem Hunt.
In the beginning of the game, though, against Philly, it wasn't looking too good. But then he finished with 13 attempts for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns and 3 receptions for 28 yards. Kareem Hunt is just ridiculous.
The thing is with Kareem Hunt is he keeps getting better and better throughout the whole game.
Right.
So that's what I love about Kareem Hunt. And he doesn't get discouraged. He doesn't get down. He's just going to keep making plays.
All right, let's skip down here a little bit. Let's talk about some guys that are kind of surprising. Chris Thompson, 3 attempts, though. He only had 3 attempts.
Whew.
But for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns.
This guy.
With 3 receptions and 29 touchdowns.
I am a little nervous about the amount of carries and touches he's getting. But he is a big play threat. And I think...
He's got big playability.
Yeah, and with Rob Kelly possibly out this week, he's definitely a consideration for flex.
Maybe a worthwhile waiver wire pickup there for you, Chris Thompson. Did pretty good. All right, what about Dante Foreman? 19 attempts, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 16 yards. Dante Foreman, he's second on the depth chart behind Lamar Miller.
Yeah.
But this guy is getting work.
Yes, he is. He's going in there, and I love this kid. I love him. He did great at UT, Texas, all day. And this guy looks like man, Lamar Miller better step up his game a little bit, man, because this guy is coming for that job.
Mm-hmm.
So if he gets that full starting job, I don't think he'll be taken out of the game.
Dante Foreman is truly special. Let's get into some wide receivers, Sean. Michael Crabtree, 6 for 6 receptions, 80 yards, 3 touchdowns. How about that?
So he fucked me because I played against him in fantasy. Oh, God.
He
fucked me. Now, that being said, and I made a comment before we started these videos, is this when we start saying Michael Crabtree is a better fantasy receiver than Amari Cooper?
You know what? Especially for touchdowns, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the receptions, and he gets a lot of red zone looks, touchdowns. Yeah, I feel more comfortable with Michael Crabtree, especially value-wise. People, Amari Cooper, he was going in drafts before Michael Crabtree was.
Oh,
right?
hands down.
But Michael Crabtree,
2 rounds before, 1 round, 2 rounds before.
I mean, this guy is giving you one of the biggest bangs for your bucks in all of fantasy.
Really is, and this guy is a for sure number 2 receiver. Possibly he's putting up number 1 receiver numbers.
Yeah,
but he's definitely an easy start in fantasy.
How about Emmanuel Sanders? 6 receptions for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Now,
pretty damn sick.
He did really well this week. Now I'll take it with a grain of salt because he's playing my Cowboys, the shitty fucking secondary.
Right.
We had no fucking Skandrick. Our fucking other corner went out. Our rookie, Chidobe Awuzie, he went down. Nolan Carroll went down. So we had a lot of injuries. Even to our depleted fucking secondary. So I'll take it with a grain of salt, but he did perform this week, and it pissed me off.
What about Devontae Adams? 8 receptions for 99 yards, a touchdown on 10 targets. This guy got a ton of work against the Atlanta Falcons, especially when Jordan Nelson went down.
Exactly. I was just about to bring that up. He's going to benefit the most from Jordan Nelson being out.
Now, remember the last time Jordy Nelson went down and Devontae Adams, was it, a couple years ago?
Yep.
And everyone expected big things from him.
He expected big things, and he didn't.
Nothing happened.
He didn't show up.
Devontae Adams, I think he's got his shit in gear, so I'm not worried there. But people are going to be concerned, like, okay, with Jordy Nelson out, right? And what about Randall Cobb? He got hurt too.
Yep.
Can Devontae handle that wide receiver role?
That's true. It's gonna be tough,
right?
Because all these safeties are gonna be over top. You're gonna get double teamed.
Yes.
Because think about it. If
Jordy's out, handle it last time.
If Jordy and Randall are out, who do they got? They got Tom Montgomery, obviously. Then you have Martellus Bennett, who really hasn't been consistent yet with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. So it's gonna be. Everybody knows. Okay, we just got to stop Devontae Adams and let all these other fucking receivers that Allison and all these other guys try to beat him.
Right, and I think he'll be fine. I think
it
won't be like it was a couple years ago.
I think he'll be fine. Yeah.
J.J. Nelson from the Arizona Cardinals, he stepped up with 5 receptions for 120 yards, 1 touchdown on 7 targets.
It should be fucking Larry Fitzgerald on this goddamn list.
Yeah, what the hell was Larry at?
Oh, God, I drafted him in fucking fantasy, and he hasn't been doing shit for me. It's pissing me off.
Yeah, that helped nobody. Jermaine Kearse.
No one.
Jermaine Kearse. Jets, 4 receptions,
another
64
one that
yards,
didn't help no one.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he got traded to the Jets from the Seattle Seahawks. He's part of that trade right before the season starts, and he looks like he maybe got a little report. He didn't do much in week 1,
right?
But he got a little report, maybe.
So do you think he can keep this going, or is this like fool's gold here?
I would be a little. He's worth maybe a pick and stash, a pickup and stash, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if I'd use a waiver claim.
No, I wouldn't use a waiver claim.
I would not use a waiver claim. No. I'd let someone else be stupid enough to do that because it's just 1 week is not worth it. And on that shitty of an offense,
right?
No.
All right, so let's go on to Mike Evans, his first game of the year. 7 receptions for 93 yards and
playing?
1 touchdown. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. But Mike Evans, he is one of my favorite football players in all of the NFL.
Yes.
This guy is a stud. This dude's ridiculous. Mike Evans, he's always going to get it done for you.
He's going to get it done, and he said it, and we watch Hard Knocks. He said it in Hard Knocks. He said, I want to be in that conversation with Odell, Julio, and Antonio Brown.
And he is.
He's like, I have to make this step. He's like, I have to do it.
And he is. I have full confidence in Mike Evans.
Yeah.
I don't care who he's playing against.
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey, 7 receptions, 92 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Yep.
Jeffrey, he woke up in week 2 against the Chiefs.
Against the Chiefs. I was shocked about that. I was a little nervous about that. Remember, I said this last week.
My boy, Jeffrey!
But he looks good.
Yeah, I'm loving Alshon Jeffrey. Keep it
good.
going.
I think this is a continuous thing.
What about down at South Beach, Miami Dolphins?
Who?
Jarvis Landry. 13 receptions for 78 yards, no touchdowns, and that's the thing about Jarvis, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to get much touchdowns from this guy.
He's more of a PPR guy.
But on 15 targets, he is definitely a PPR guy.
He's getting looks. And you know
13 for 15.
That's exactly why I picked him up in so many leagues, especially PPR leagues.
If you got him PPR, he can give you 13 points in PPR points.
Just for receptions. He had 20 points with yards, right?
Yep.
How many? He had over 30. I had 21 points with receptions.
Right.
With yards. This guy is a beast, and I love it, and I think that's going to continue.
All right, so going to the tight ends, does this surprise you a little bit? Jason Witten of the Dallas Cowboys, he was the best. He finished with 10 receptions for 97 yards, 1 touchdown on 13 targets.
I am a little shocked about this. He's done pretty good the last couple weeks, but this week he was the only consistent Cowboy on that offense. And, he shows he can still do it, man. Did you see that fucking fake out he did on that?
Yeah.
Oh, and Denver doesn't have a shitty secondary. We all know that. But he did a move on him, and he is fucking still got it.
If you're an owner in fantasy that has Greg Olsen,
yes,
and he went down, and Jason Witten is on the
pick him up.
Free agency pickup.
Pick him up.
Go pick him up.
Pick him up. He's still gonna get a lot of looks.
Here's another guy who did pretty good. Who might be a guy you might go pick up if you're one of those Greg Olsen owners. Who went down. Benjamin Watson, 8 receptions for 91 yards, no touchdowns, but he did receive 8 targets. He went 8 for 8 for 91.
Yeah, and a lot of people forget, and this is actually why I picked Hunter Henry to be drafted by Baltimore.
Right.
They love Joe Flacco loves tight ends. Obviously, they didn't go with that, but Ben Watson, he's shown it with other quarterbacks back in the day. He can be a reliable target, and he's doing it again with Joe Flacco, and I think this could be a continuous thing as long as he stays healthy.
All right, a couple of the Beast tight ends, not too surprising, but that went off this weekend.
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski, 6 receptions for 116 yards and 1 touchdown.
This
dude destroyed the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, Saints could not stop him.
Until he went out of the game.
Yeah, until he got hurt.
Yeah. Travis Kelce, 8 receptions for 103 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, God, he looked... Oh, finally! Both these guys, Gronk and Kelce, didn't look that great week 1, but they came back.
Kelce was my number 1 tight end for going to the season. Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm not one of those guys who's going to waste an early 3rd, 4th rounder on a Greg Olsen.
Gronk.
On Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Because of his health concerns, and so, same thing with Jordan Reed. Kelce was my number 1 guy, and he let me down, man.
Yeah,
Travis Kelce is a beast.
He did fucking amazing.
And as far as defense, special teams, some of the top defensive special teams of the week were Lions, Bucks, and Broncos.
Yeah, all those teams got either pick sixes or Lions. They actually had the punt return.
Right.
So scoring defenses, man, they could win you.
So those were our week 2 studs.
Yep. Done with that. Moving on.
Oh God!
Did you just hit yourself in the face? Oh my God, that's going on there.
Josh, edit this later out, okay?
No!
There we go.
No, don't edit it. That's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Yes!
Oh.
Y'all saw it here.
Hey, that works a great segue into our next segment of this video. Week 2 duds.
Yes, okay.
That was a dud.
That was
okay.
Dud. Okay, God.
All right, some of the quarterback duds of week 2.
I just cry right now. That was funny.
Cam Newton, a dud again for 20 for 32 for 228 yards, 5 rushes for 27 yards against the Bills.
I had him again, and I was like, you know what? No way
touchdowns.
He's going to do that bad again.
But Cam Newton, he's still working through his shoulder injury there.
Hey,
he was a dud, and I had him starting like 2 leagues.
I did too. I had him starting, and you know what? I think each game is getting a little bit better and better. Like we said before, this second week, throughout the game, he did get better. Finally giving it to Kelvin Benjamin and Funchess and throwing the ball downfield. So if he could continue doing that, I think he'll get back to his old self. I'm so nervous about him right now. I am. I have him as my starting quarterback. It makes me nervous.
Another dud quarterback, a guy who I have starting in one of my leagues, Kirk Cousins, 18 for 27, 179 yards, 1 touchdown at the Rams. Yes. Now, I know they're playing a good defense, but you know what? I expected more from Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Their passing game has not been getting going. And can someone tell Kirk that he has a receiver out there called Terrell Pryor, who's one of the most elite athletic receivers in the league?
Please! But you know what? Their running game got going. That's probably why he didn't have to throw the ball that much.
Shit, maybe. Fuck, man. Kirk, come on, Kirk!
Come on!
Captain Kirk! Russell Wilson, 23 for 39 for 198 yards. He is still yet to throw for over 200 yards in the year. 1 touchdown, and come on.
I'm
are you
shocked.
worried if you're a Russell Wilson owner?
Yeah.
I mean, he has not thrown for over 200 yards.
I am definitely nervous. I'm definitely nervous about Russell Wilson. That offensive line just looks so shitty.
We've been preaching that offensive line sucks. It sucks.
And I thought maybe, I was like, okay, but Russell Wilson, look what he did last year. He still made plays. He extended plays, threw the ball down the field. But you know what? They just don't look like they have it all together. I think losing Curse really was a big key factor. He was a big play threat, and he doesn't have that guy to throw to now. And Jimmy Graham's hurt, so I don't know what's going on with that offense. I would be nervous with Russell Wilson.
All right, Sean. Get into running backs. And I'm going to start off with these 3 running backs who, in my opinion, are the top 3 duds of week 2.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Yep.
Over all positions.
Yes.
And 2 of them, Sean, they belong to our teams. Zeke Elliott, 9 attempts, 8 yards, 0 touchdowns. Jordan Howard, 9 attempts, 7 yards, 0 touchdowns. He also has a shoulder injury and is questionable.
I thought we weren't going to talk about them.
And then DeMarco Murray, also 9 attempts for 25 yards, 0 touchdowns. Has a hamstring injury. He's day-to-day. All 3 of those running backs were supposed to be stud RB1s. All of them finished with only 9 attempts and didn't do shit.
Yeah.
What the... Zeke has no touchdowns. None.
So far this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You know what, though? Of all these running backs, I think Zeke... I'm a little nervous about Jordan Howard's injury, right? I think they might sit him this week. So keep an eye out throughout the week for that. DeMarco Murray, same thing. I think this has been hampering him since week 1 because, remember, he didn't get a lot of touches week 1.
And this is a guy who has had injuries in his past, right?
Hands down.
And it looks like that's creeping into this season.
It's make me really nervous. I have him in multiple leagues. So if you're a fucking Murray owner, go out and get Derrick Henry. Handcuff him right now if he's still available. Probably not. Most of the time, Derrick Henry was being drafted as a handcuff guy.
What about Zeke? This guy was a top 3 running back for me going into this season, and he only fucking has 9 attempts.
Now, I will say
How do you
this.
justify that shit?
I will say this. If you go and watch that game, and if Jason Garrett even sat him down and talked to him, he checked out. He checked out of the game. LT called him out, Latavius Thomason. Denver's secondary guys called him out.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because Garrett he called him out because...
He called him out. He looked like he wasn't even trying. When that pick,
yeah,
he just stood there. He was like this and just kind of walked off. He didn't try to go for the tackle. He's elite. He was right there. He didn't even go for it. The thing is, and Zeke came out and said today...
Uncalled for.
He came out and said today, I've never played in a game like that. And you know what? Zeke, you got to get used to it, okay? Not every week's going to be your week. No matter how good you are, you're going to have shitty weeks. You got to come in, still bring that fire, bring that energy. You're supposed to be the leader of the team. And you know what? I think Jason Garrett calling him out, saying, hey, I don't care how good you are. I'm still going to call your ass out and put you on blast. And he better step up.
Yeah.
He needs to step up because the lackluster of a fucking effort
because
is not going to cut it.
When you're looking at Howard and Murray, they got hurt.
Yeah,
Elliott,
they were hurt.
No excuse.
Zeke was not fucking hurt.
Yep. All right, let's talk about... Here's another guy who has no excuse. Well, maybe coaching staff, maybe.
Yeah.
Isaiah Crowell, 10 attempts for 37 yards, 0 touchdowns. What the fuck, dude?
Think about that.
What did they say about him going into this year?
We're going to utilize him a lot. But apparently, look at this. 10 carries. He got 37 yards. That's 3.7 yards per carry, which isn't terrible, right? That's not terrible, but not great. But they're not feeding him the ball. Give him the ball more.
Get him
Control the
involved.
clock. You have a rookie fucking quarterback. You need to run the ball to control the clock and keep the pressure off of him. I don't know what they're doing, putting so much pressure on fucking Deshaun Kaiser in one of them games.
I invested a 5th rounder on Isaiah Crowell in quite a bit of leagues, and I'm not getting shit for it.
I invested a 4th rounder on him in multiple leagues.
I mean, fuck.
He's hurting me right now.
Come on. Hugh Jackson?
Hugh Jackson. He's fucked. He lied to everybody. He's like, I'm going to use Crowell 30 carries a game. I'm not sure if he said that really, but I'm exaggerating. But he said he's going to utilize him a lot. Duke Johnson isn't even playing running back anymore. He's playing slot receiver. Where the fuck are all these carries going?
It better get going against Indianapolis.
Oh, God, it pisses me off.
All right, so let's talk about Jonathan Stewart. 15 attempts for 40 yards, 0 touchdowns. This is a guy, 40 yards.
Yeah.
And then you look at Christian McCaffrey, he didn't do much
either. So that's, I think I'm more put that on the whole offense, man. I put that up more on Cam Newton a little bit, just not having good rhythm.
Cam Newton, this is my thing. If Cam Newton is fucking nursing a shoulder injury, run the ball more, genius!
That's very
You got
true.
Jonathan Stewart and Christian McCaffrey. I'm not a fucking genius. I'm not a goddamn head coach, but I'm just thinking. Think, McFly. Think. You know?
Hey, he's got
Shit.
Josh's got a point here, guys.
LeGarrette Blount. God damn it. Look at that. 0 attempts for 0 yards. And apparently it was due to game flow. Are you buying that shit?
No, I'm not buying that shit.
That's some
Game flow. How are you gonna say game flow? All because they score a touchdown. on you?
0 attempts?
No, it was a pretty close game in the very beginning, right? Like it was a slow. They both went 3. It was like field goal in the first quarter. Because remember, we saw the scoreboard.
Right.
Like, okay, game flow. That calls for you to fucking stop running the ball with Blunt. That makes
no
sense.
attempts.
No sense.
This tells me there's more to this story than just game flow.
He either pissed someone off or they were like, okay, this guy's not as good as we thought he was. Trade him, cut him, do something. Because I feel bad for Blair Blunt, and I don't see why you even have a guy on your roster.
Yeah. Cut him then. Fuck it.
Let him go.
All right, let's get to the wide receiver, Sean. Brandon Cooks, only 2 receptions. He's only had 2 receptions in the first 2 games.
We watched this, and we both saw this. We both were like, what the fuck is going on with Cooks?
2 receptions for 37 yards?
He doesn't look like he's in sync. He doesn't even look comfortable in that offense yet.
With Julian Edelman out, with fucking Danny Amendola.
Yeah.
I mean, injuries there. Gronkowski eventually fucking got hurt during that game.
And he still couldn't get shit going.
Ooh, what's going on with Brandon Cooks there, Belichick? Come on.
I don't know. Is it Cooks, or is it the coaching? Or is it play calling? Because I saw a lot of plays they threw his way, but he just didn't catch any.
I want to say it's on Cooks because I'm not going to say it's on Tom Brady and the coaching staff. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels.
We've seen what
I'm
they've
not
done
going to
with
put it on Josh
Chris
McDaniels
Hogan.
and them. Yeah.
Chris Hogan looks better than him right now.
So I'm putting on Brandon Cooks.
Yeah. I put it on Cooks.
All right, Larry Fitzgerald, Sean, 3 receptions for 21 yards and 0 touchdowns. How do you justify getting Larry only 3 receptions for 21 yards?
This has to be Carson Palmer. This has to be Bruce Arians has got to give Larry the ball. This guy is still a beast. He's still a fucking athlete, and I don't see why you aren't feeding him. And I put that on Carson Palmer, Bruce Arians. They got to get some plays designed to get him involved.
Another guy I want to talk about, a guy who I thought was going to be a wide receiver 1, and it's just looking terrible.
Yeah.
Tyrell Pryor, 2 receptions.
We already mentioned about him earlier.
2 receptions for 31 yards.
You know,
do they know what they have over
know.
there? Come on!
It's so confusing because
come on, Jay Gruden!
We saw the fucking preseason tapes, the training camp tapes. He was murdering in practice.
You think they could throw the ball more than a couple times? I mean,
they should.
Shit.
They should. I don't know what's going on.
Come on, get your shit together. Sammy Watkins, 2 receptions. He's not hurt.
No.
2 receptions for 30 yards.
I was worried about this with Jared Goff, man. I was worried. Cooper,
get him the ball. Throw the ball.
Now
Goff.
he is one of the most talented receivers when he's healthy. Deep threat.
Take advantage of a healthy
Monster.
Sammy Watkins. All right.
While you have him, because he's going to get hurt eventually.
a guy who let me down this past week. I mean, and Sam Bradford, he did go down, right?
Yeah.
But Stephon Diggs, 2 receptions for 27 yards.
You did pull him out, though.
I pulled him out, right? I pulled him out. I put in C.J. Anderson in my flex, took out Stephon Diggs.
And that worked out great for you.
Right. But I figure, Stephon Diggs, he is the NFC version of Jarvis Landry.
That's very true.
I don't care who the quarterback is. He's a guy you keep looking for. You check down to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, you really do.
What the fuck? 2 receptions?
Case Keenum, it must be that bad. I don't know. Stephon Diggs did great.
Good thing I benched his ass.
I'm glad you did too. Actually, I'm hoping you didn't because I want you to lose.
All right, I'm going to name off some guy. No. Here's another guy who disappointed me. A big name.
Oh.
Amari Cooper, 4 receptions for 33 yards. What the fuck?
See, this is why I was a little nervous about going after Amari Cooper, and I think I got him only in 1 league, and I stayed away from him in others because for some reason he just Derek Carr likes Crabtree.
He loves him.
He loves him.
He loves him.
He loves Crabtree. He throws the ball so many more times.
And Michael Crabtree doesn't disappoint him.
No.
But Amari Cooper, that hurts him, man.
Yeah.
And Amari Cooper, he's been going before Crabtree in drafts the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And
people are waiting for this guy to take off.
And Amari Cooper, come on, man.
Yeah, he needs to get it going.
Shit. And another guy who's disappointing this so far this year, and it's not so much his fault, it's Russell Wilson, the offensive line. I'm talking about Doug Baldwin. 6 receptions for 44 yards.
It's mainly
he got 6 receptions.
He's getting some receptions, but it's just not. He's not getting good quality looks, not quality receptions. It's literally that offense. Is anybody on that offense is that shitty.
So I mean, only in the PPR is that just doable at all.
Somewhat doable.
That's 10 points right there. But other than that, if you have him in standard, ugh. Now a lot of people have him as a fucking wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
And some have him as a wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna do it.
No.
All right, and a couple of guys I want to mention here who have been really disappointing for me. Brennan Marshall, 1 reception for 17 yards. He's only had 2 receptions for the year.
Oh, man.
And
he
another
was
guy
dropping passes left and right the other night.
Yeah, he doesn't look good. And another guy, Eric Decker, 3 receptions for 32 yards.
Yeah. Decker, they said that him and Mariota looked great in the offseason or in the preseason. They said, they already have a good connection. Then where's it at? I don't know where it's at.
Right. That's a big wide receiver. Get him involved.
Yeah.
And then as far as tight ends, I only wrote down one name, and that's Jimmy Graham. 1 reception for 1 yard. I was going to put in Kyle Rudolph there, but I give it some more so on the quarterback.
And Greg Olsen getting hurt.
Yeah.
You got to consider that too.
So Jimmy Graham. fuck the entire Seattle Seahawks fucking offense for fantasy. Okay? Fuck them. All right, Sean, that does it for week 2. Let's get into week 3.
Week 3. Oh, yes, I'm done with week 2. Fuck it.
All right, so week 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys to keep an eye out because of dealing with injuries. They may play. Some of them definitely won't play.
Yeah.
All right, Greg Olsen, he is out for 8 to 10 weeks. Possibly,
Greg Olsen,
right?
yeah. DeMarco Murray's another one.
DeMarco Murray dealing with a hamstring day to day.
And I think they're going to sit him. Honestly, I think he's going to be sitting out this week. I think they're going to let it because hamstrings are very scary. They can, if you don't let them rest, they can fuck you for their whole season.
And when you got a guy like Derrick Henry,
might as well.
Right.
Might as well.
Gronkowski, he had a groin injury, but he should play. So guys that are out there worrying about Gronkowski, he says Stephania Bell said he is going to play.
Okay, there we go.
Tyler Eifert, he's dealing with back and knee injuries. He is questionable.
Man.
Keep an eye on Tyler Eifert.
Fucking hurt.
Exactly.
Oh,
we already talked about Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, we already talked about Jimmy Graham.
He's questionable.
Now Jordy Nelson. I'm so thank God it's not serious, but they say he's day to day.
Day to day?
Day to day with, and I'm hoping it's nothing serious, and I hope he can come back.
If I'm hearing day to day, then I'm thinking the worst case scenario, a week or 2.
I think so too. That's huge. He fucked me in fantasy though. I have him in 2 different leagues, and I was gonna win both those leagues until literally he went out with the very first fucking drive.
Yep.
Oh my God, I want to cry.
Rob Kelly, he's dealing with a rib injury, so he might not be playing. I don't know if any out there has him as a starting running back.
No, probably not. He was more on a bench guy.
Yeah, but look out for Chris Thompson.
Oh, let's not forget about this little guy here.
Jordan Howard, he suffered a shoulder injury in week 1. It was really bothering him in week 2 against the Tampa Bay Bucks, and he was seen with an arm in his sling, his arm in a sling, and it's not looking good for him to be playing in week 3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So definitely keep an eye on that. For that, if he's your RB1, RB2, have a backup plan for that.
Definitely,
especially if you have Cohen.
Yep.
So those are some of the injuries that are some of the major injuries that dealing with fantasy. Let's see. Let's get into some of the outlook matchups. Some of the ones that I think are just going to be like
prime matchups.
Yeah, guys who are just going to go the fuck off,
murder,
or even break out. Right?
Okay.
So Le'Veon Bell versus the Chicago Bears. This is the game where Le'Veon Bell finally breaks out for the year.
He hasn't really done shit all year.
Yeah,
he really hasn't.
Here's where he's going to get you 20 points.
He should. This should be Big Ben. He's not good on the road, but I think they just need to feed Le'Veon Bell. I don't know what they're doing. Are they trying to prove a point to Bell? Like, hey,
maybe
you fucking held out.
Maybe
we're not going to give you the goddamn ball. Maybe that's what they're doing, but this is a fucked up way to do it because, hey, if this guy decides he wants to leave, what is Pittsburgh going to do? So they need to feed him the ball and get him involved. It helps out Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Big Ben. It helps the whole offense out when he's going.
Zeke versus the Arizona Cardinals. Zeke finally gets his first rushing touchdown of the year.
I'd say 2 rushing touchdowns. I'm saying it right now. He's going to have 2 touchdowns this week. Cardinals defense, I don't know what's going on with them. Calais Campbell must have had that much of an impact on that defense because they look like shit.
So if you're a Zeke owner and you're worried, and we get some crazy questions tonight, like, should we bench Zeke?
No.
He's going to get his first rushing touchdown here. Maybe a couple.
He's going to get to.
Jay Ajayi versus the Jets.
The J Train.
This guy might be the RB1 of the week easily. Here. The best running back of the week, possibly.
He could.
Against the Jets.
Bold prediction. He's going to have 180 yards, possibly 200 yards.
Total?
Yes.
And with a couple touchdowns?
No, this is rushing. Sorry.
Rushing?
Yeah.
Not all purpose.
Not all purpose.
Rushing.
He could easily have 180 yards rushing to 200. 180 to 200.
I would say all purpose yards, and I would say 2 touchdowns. Jay Ajayi is my fucking guy for the week. He's a dude. He's going to go the fuck off.
Is that our lock? Is that our lock?
A lot. I don't have a padlock. Those are way. We don't have the production money for that.
No, we don't have it. We can't afford it.
All right, another guy, Todd Gurley gets the 49ers. He would be one of my top 3 running backs of the week.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley against the 49ers on Thursday Night Football.
We're going to see firsthand. I'm so glad Todd Gurley is going to have a fucking primetime game so everybody can see him. Show that he's back. Todd Gurley looks good.
He's going to be the lone highlight of this Thursday night game.
Did you see him hurdle that defender?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was. Oof. And the guy didn't really dive that low. I was like, holy shit.
All right, so let's go into Marshawn Lynch against the Redskins.
Yes.
Marshawn Lynch is going to have the best game of the year so far against this Redskins defense.
Hands down. Marshawn Lynch, he's getting better and better. You can see him kind of getting his feet under him. And he's going to have 2 touchdowns, I think, this week.
All right, Sean, Isaiah Crowell versus the Colts. This is my breakout game for Isaiah Crowell for fucking the first time of the year. This is where he breaks out against the Colts. I'm calling it right here, right now. Isaiah Crowell owners,
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them too.
Please.
In one of our money leagues, I got Crowell.
Yeah.
And I want him to fucking play.
I need Crowell to do something. I thought he was going to be possibly an RB2 this year, and he has been looking like a piece of shit. This is definitely his chance. We're going to see. This possibly could be his chance. So
let's talk about Melvin Gordon against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon is going to fucking have a big game here against the Chiefs. I'm calling it right. I know the Chiefs have a solid defense, but I'm looking at Melvin Gordon and I'm like, he's gonna break out. He hasn't
had that good of the year on rushing yet.
Yeah, and you know what? And he's been pretty damn decent as far as all the top 10 running backs.
All purpose though, he's been great.
Yeah, the running backs that were going in the first round typically, I would say he's been doing the best.
Oh yeah, he's the most consistent. Hands down.
And he's gonna have a huge game against the Chiefs. I think.
Because this is the thing. Like, even if he doesn't have a lot of rushing yards, which he didn't have that many this past week, but he's involved in the passing game. He's getting touchdowns still, and that's how I think he's going to get a lot of his points is in the passing game, mixing it up. And this guy's great to have him, especially in PPR leagues.
A guy though who I have having a fucking huge week 3. I got Ty Montgomery just destroying against the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a guy. They
can't cover him.
If you got him playing, I mean, you're just gonna be all smiles. And if you're playing against him, you're gonna be fucking sweating. You're gonna be sweating bullets. Play him in daily fantasy.
Woo.
Ty Montgomery is going off.
Yeah, he should.
Another guy doing pretty good. It's Frank Gore. I think he keeps it going. He did pretty decent against the Arizona Cardinals.
Surprisingly.
I think he's going to do well against the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, they've given up pretty much against week 1. Baltimore ran all over them. Mm-hmm. So why not? Frank Gore, a lot of people were thinking maybe Marlon Mack, right? Yeah. He showed a little bit of promise week 1, right? But then Frank Gore's like, no. He's still here.
A breakout guy that I have a candidate here for week 3 is Christian McCaffrey going up against the New Orleans Saints. This is where he finally breaks out and he proves to everybody why they drafted him when they did.
I'm me. I haven't been huge on McCaffrey this year. But if at all, this is the team to do it because we've already talked about it. The Saints can't cover running backs.
This is a terrible defense.
They can't cover. Their linebackers are just too slow. So if this is a chance for him to go off, it's this game.
Look for Christian McCaffrey, and especially in daily fantasy, he should be fairly cheap there.
Oh, hands down.
Good value
definitely.
for DraftKings FanDuel.
Yep.
Wide receiver, Sean, let's get into it. One of my starts of the week is Michael Crabtree against the Redskins. Woo!
If he could even if he has just 1 touchdown and 80, 90 yards, that's a fucking good week. I don't expect him to have 3 touchdowns again.
Yeah.
Right? But he'll at least have a touchdown, minimum.
All right, another guy who I have finally breaking out for the year is Kelvin Benjamin against the New Orleans Saints.
That makes you nervous, though.
I got him going.
This is a very potential. The Saints is a team that he could go off against. So if there's an opportunity for Cam Newton to get that confidence going,
right?
It's against the Saints.
And here's another guy, Devin Funchess. He might be if you're looking for a real cheap option in daily fantasy, look for Devin Funchess, especially with Greg Olsen out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jarvis Landry against the Jets. This is another one of my top candidates for this fucking week 3.
PPR, he better be fucking starting.
Jarvis Landry is gonna be one of the starts of the week.
I think he should be starting every week in PPR.
Right.
Hands down. And guess what? He doesn't have a bye week for the rest of the year. So you better fucking have him in there every week in PPR.
What about Keenan Allen versus the Chiefs?
Oh, hands down. This is a division game. Division games are always good. Yeah, they have Marcus Peters, but the thing is, Keenan Allen is one of the best route runners in the game. And guess what? He's healthy. He's healthy after week 2 weeks.
He's one of the smartest route runners.
Yes, he is.
I think he finishes the game with 10 receptions.
Bold statement.
10 receptions for 115 yards and a touchdown.
Wow, that's a huge fucking bold statement there, buddy. Yeah.
He's going to be one of the... He's going off this week.
All right,
even against the Chiefs.
I like it.
Against the Chiefs.
Okay.
AJ Green versus the Packers. I think this is where he finally does pretty damn well and puts up wide receiver 1 numbers. I know people have been worried about AJ Green, and so have I. This is where he does pretty good.
Well, they got a new offense coordinator, right? And this
Bengals are going to get their ass whooped,
Yeah.
but AJ Green's going to go off.
I think so, because this new offensive coordinator has probably been hearing everybody say, why the fuck are you throwing it to AJ Green?
Right.
Why the fuck have you been getting to Joe Mixon? These two guys are going to have a good game.
All right, Martavis Bryant versus the Chicago Bears. I think he's going to have a very good game against the Chicago Bears. He's probably going to have Kyle Fuller. He's probably going to have Kyle Fuller on him. And think about Martavis. What is this guy, like 6'4"?
This is Martavis Bryant. This is Kyle Fuller.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a massacre.
Martavius has like 6 inches on that fucker. I'm guessing Kyle Fuller's going to be on. I'm pretty sure he will be.
Yeah.
And Martavis Bryant, he's got the size, he's got the speed, the athleticism. Look for Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, he finally showed up week 2. He didn't do shit week 1, but he looked good in week 2.
Des Bryant versus the Arizona Cardinals. They haven't been at all good in the secondary, and I think Des is going to have a big game.
But I'm a little nervous because Patrick Peterson's going to be following him around.
I think Des is going to do good.
I hope so. I really hope so, but I think that they need to get the running ball. I'm a little nervous about Des because I think they're going to be running the ball down Cardinals' throat a little bit.
Right.
So that's the only thing you got to take into account.
Now, another wide receiver from that Chiefs-Chargers game that I think is going to go off, Tyreek Hill versus the Chargers.
Why not?
The Chargers have not been very good in the secondary, and Tyreek Hill is a dynamic player.
They're gonna
Look
get him
for
the
this
ball.
guy. He is going to do very well.
He runs the ball. He catches the ball. What can he not do?
Hey, now here's a guy who might be a pretty, I mean, not that he's a sneaky talent, but DeAndre Hopkins versus the New England Patriots. I think Hopkins is going to have a pretty damn good game, considering the.
Really?
I got the Patriots winning this game, right? Of course, and everything. But the New England Patriots secondary hasn't been all that great.
You know what? You got a point.
And
here.
Hopkins has been getting targeted, boy.
He is the number 1 targeted receiver. He has 29 targets in all NFL. Number 2 is this. I just want to throw that out there.
And when it comes to fucking fantasy, I'll take volume over talent. And when volume meets talent, when volume meets talent, I'm all in, baby.
Yeah, and guess what? It's just gonna take a little bit of time for Watson to get it going, but he loves to throw it. He likes just to throw it to Hopkins, and that's what I love about Watson. He's like, fuck, I got such a great talent over there. I'm just gonna throw it to him. I don't care if he's double covered. And you know what? You got a good point. I'm a little nervous about it, but Gilmore for the Patriots and Butler have not been playing that well. Butler got criticized by Belichick. I saw an article today about it. And they're saying he's put him on notice. You better get your shit together. You know, Butler may be a little disgruntled because, remember, he wanted to leave. Mm-hmm. He wanted to get paid. Maybe he's not fully invested in this defense. So that's something to keep in mind. I think, really, DeAndre Hopkins could have a good game, even though I think the Patriots are going to dominate.
All right, let's get into some tight ends. I like Zach Ertz versus the New York Giants. This guy, I have him busting out this year. Not busting out. Breaking out this year, so I think that continues, and he's a huge game against the Giants.
Yep.
Kobe Fleener go against the New England Patriots. I think he might have he's had a touchdown every game.
Yeah, every game. Now, what made me a little bit nervous, and we were at the game.
They take him out.
They take him out a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Really, you're down by like 20 points, and you're taking your best catching tight end out of the game. It dumbfounded me. I was getting so fucking pissed. And Kobe Fleener, it might be a touchdown or bust, though. That's what makes me nervous. But if
they love him in the red zone,
they do. If anybody is going to do good on the Saints, maybe they will feed the ball more to Kobe Fleener, because I think this is the only guy that's been truly consistent on that whole offense.
Now, of course, some of the obvious guys are Kelsey and Gronk. But
of course,
But here's not a very obvious guy. Jason Witten versus the Cardinals. He's got a touchdown every game.
Yeah, he has.
It's been 2 weeks, but touchdown both weeks.
Witten's still fucking. He's got some good rapport with Dak now after one off season. Mm-hmm. And hey, man, he had great rapport with Romo. He got great rapport with Dak. So he's definitely a guy that you can consider.
Let's see, quarterbacks. Some of my quarterbacks I got.
Quarterbacks. I like this.
Here is my breakout quarterback of the week: Cam Newton versus the Saints. I'm all in with the Panthers against the Saints. Cam Newton, this is where he finally proves why he's some people's quarterback one. He's gonna break out against this lowly Saints defense.
I have him in multiple leagues, right? Cam Newton, and he's fucked me the last couple weeks. He's really dirty, real hardcore. It sucks, and it makes me nervous. I have this bad taste in my mouth where I just like, fuck this guy. I'm gonna bench him. Fuck him. I'm done until he proves me wrong. But you got a good point, man. This is the week that he could do something.
This is the week right here.
So, should you take a chance
I have to.
on someone like this? You could. Every week he's getting better, and he can run the ball. They don't even have linebackers that I don't think that can even cover and keep up with Cam Newton if he breaks the fucking line. And I think he's gonna. I saw him run the ball a little bit more this past week, and he looks like he's getting a little bit more comfortable. So Cam Newton could be a great start this week.
I got Matthew Stafford. He's going to play against the Falcons.
He's going to have to keep up with that Falcons offense.
Yep. Carson Wentz versus the Giants. I think he has a big game here.
He's been very consistent, even against good defenses. So, yeah, I agree.
Alex Smith versus the Chargers.
I fucking love Alex Smith this week. If you don't have him, if he's available on waivers and you need to find a quarterback, maybe Russell Wilson isn't cutting it for you.
Yeah, you need to stream a guy.
You need to stream someone. Alex Smith.
But you know what? I like Alex Smith in daily fantasy as well as this next guy, Jay Cutler versus the Jets. Woo!
Against the Jets?
Yes.
Against the Jets?
Give me Jay Cutler versus the Jets. Yeah. I love Jay Cutler.
Jarvis Landry is going to have another 15 looks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Especially for DraftKings.
Oh, DraftKings.
I'm getting Jay in there
because you get 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh God. Jay Cutler's gonna have my field day against the Jets.
All right, so week 3. Here's some of the bad games we might get from some of these some players.
Some of these big name players that might have a bad game that you might want to stay away from.
Right. So talking about running backs, I got LaShawn McCoy having a bad game against Denver. This worries me,
dude.
I'm still if you're still gonna start him, right? But I'm worried about it.
All right, I just had a flashback to my Cowboys game. So look what they did to Dallas. Okay, we have one of the best offensive lines, and they shut us down. Shut Zeke down. Less than 10 yards. This defense is still legit. You know what? I underestimated them. I did, and I picked my Cowboys to win. And I'll eat my own words. I will. They will shut down LaShawn McCoy.
Another guy I'm worried about is Leonard Fournette versus the Baltimore Ravens.
You know what?
How good is this Ravens defense?
And it's not just the Ravens defense. It's flying to London. He's a rookie. I don't think he's ever been out to... I don't know. I don't know his history, right?
Yeah.
But not being used to taking these long trips. Right. And this actually happens to a lot of rookies even during the regular fucking football season. Traveling across country, these different time zones, plays a factor. They get more tired.
Right.
Now flying all the way to fucking London?
So I'm a little worried about
big factor.
I'm a little worried about Leonard Fournette there.
Yep.
Here's another guy I'm really worried about is Lamar Miller versus the New England Patriots. I'm really worried about Lamar Miller.
And I'll say this. I'm benching him.
You're benching him?
I'm benching him.
Oh, you're gonna go,
I have him in
you're
multiple
gonna full
leagues.
go bench him.
I'm full go. I think there's only one league I really can't because one guy got hurt. I Dave Johnson, so he got hurt. I kind of have to. But if you have another option,
if he's your flex, maybe look for a different option there.
Oh, who did I have? Dude, my mind just went blank. But I had someone else, and damn it, I can't remember. But I benched him, dude. If you have a better option, better matchup, bench him. Put in another guy.
All right, going into wide receivers, guys who are probably going to have some bad games.
Oh, yes.
Odell Beckham Jr. going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. He might have a bad game because his offense looks absolutely garbage.
Dude, Eli just can't get the ball out. Odell's getting frustrated. He got in a fight in the locker room at halftime. A lot of people don't with the Flowers, the fucking tackle. Apparently punches were thrown, so I'm wondering what's going to happen with that. Is Odell going to be suspended for a game by the team? Or what's going to happen there?
It's not looking good, man. It's looking like a terrible, terrible situation.
Terrible. And that's probably why, because I remember Odell in the second half, he got those couple catches, and he got all pumped up, and he looked at the sideline. I'm like, why is he getting so energetic right now?
We know he's an emotional guy.
And
I'm worried about Odell against the Eagles.
That's what they're worried about giving that contract. Can you get your emotions in check?
Right.
And he's a very talented player, and he could probably beat anybody in the league. But it's that offensive line that scares the shit out of me.
This is a guy who's been worrisome for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas against the Panthers. Panthers have been doing fairly damn well against the pass. Michael Thomas and Drew Brees, that connection that they had last year, is not there at all.
We saw him miss Michael Thomas. And Michael Thomas was open
multiple times.
Yes. And Drew Brees he's not like an inaccurate quarterback. He missed him. Is that on Michael Thomas's route running? He's not coming out of the cuts fast enough? What's going on? It's something, if it's both of them, one of them, I don't know. But right now, I'm nervous. And I might... Would you bench him? Would you bench him?
You know what? I don't know. It all depends. If Sam Bradford is playing, maybe you start stuff on Diggs over Michael Thomas.
Thielen?
Or Thielen. I don't know.
It also depends.
It all depends on your situation.
League. If you're in a PPR league, you can easily find another receiver to fill in the gap.
Like Jarvis Landry.
Hey, Devontae Parker still did pretty good. He had 80-something yards, 6 receptions.
I would start Jarvis Landry over Michael Thomas easy this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this week coming up.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, another guy who was a huge investment in fantasy.
Disappointment so far.
This guy was a top 4 round guy.
Yeah, he's going to the second rounds in most fantasy drafts that I've done.
He's playing against Houston, and he has no chemistry with Tom Brady.
No, he needs to get on the same page. I don't know what's going on. It might take a while.
I'm probably gonna. This is a guy I'm probably gonna bench.
You're benching him.
I'm probably gonna bench Brandon Cooks because he's useless. 2 receptions week 1, 2 receptions week 2. He's got 4 receptions total. That's not gonna cut it for me.
No.
And there's too many good wide receivers out there, too many options.
Yeah.
I might bench him against the Houston Texans until he gets it going.
Yeah.
Because they have 0 chemistry, him and Brady.
And hey, if he goes off, you got to live with it at the same time because you know what? You can't. It's all about fantasy football. I like to tell people this. It's all about risk. It's all about putting yourself in the best position to win. And the probability is he's not looking probable to do anything in fantasy. So bench him until he does something.
Tight ends. I got one guy, Kyle Rudolph. I'm not playing.
Kyle Rudolph?
If Sam Bradford's not playing, I'm not playing Kyle Rudolph at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, man. He did make a miraculous catch this past week, though. Did you see
and
that?
I love Kyle Rudolph, man.
Oh, man. But
I love me some Kyle Rudolph. But if Sam Bradford's not under center, I ain't playing him.
I don't trust Case Keenum.
All right, some other week 3 things to keep in mind. Let's get into some waiver wire pickups, Sean.
Oh, yes.
All right, so here's some guys that should be picked up.
Yes.
J.J. Nelson, Arizona Cardinals wide receiver. If you're needing some wide receiver help, J.J. Nelson could be a guy.
Chris Johnson from Arizona, he came back, and people were like, okay, when is he going to get involved? He's already involved.
Yeah, he got cut.
He's already involved in that offense. They trust him, and he's going to be the lead back.
Running backs are so much more valuable for waiver wire pickups because it's like, oh, God.
It's so hard to find those running backs. It's hard to find a starter.
Here's one right there.
Who?
Chris Carson.
Oh, yes. He's getting the majority of the looks. He didn't get a touchdown. That whole Seattle offense looked shitty, but he still had 90-something yards. He's getting the bulk of the carries. Now, a lot of people are saying this. This is a little thing that people are nervous about. Is Thomas Rawls is the first week back. Maybe he gets more touches and gets better in shape. But Carson looks like he's making people miss. Mm-hmm. He is making people miss, and that's what they need with that shitty of an offensive line.
Yeah. And Eddie Lacy, he's a non-factor.
Oh, I think he's going to get cut.
He's non-factor.
I don't know what's going on. How do you sign with that contract, and then they barely use him? He was a healthy, inactive player.
Here are a couple running backs here also from the same team. Samaje Perine and Chris Thompson. Both of them.
Which one?
Obviously. Now Samaje Perine, he had 21 attempts. I think he definitely benefits the biggest with Rob Kelly getting hurt. And Chris Thompson, he's somebody you might want to pick up if you're in a PPR league.
Yeah, definitely. This guy, he's a fucking big play threat.
If you haven't already picked him up by now, if he's still available, go get Allen Hurd. 6 receptions for 82 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, and you know what?
And Marquise Lee.
Marquise Lee's a potential, but I think Allen Hurd, he got a touchdown last week. He looks like he's still got.
He's wide receiver 1 over there.
Yeah, Allen Robinson's out.
Another guy, Devin Funches, 4 receptions for 68 yards. This is the guy who
benefit the most from Greg Olsen.
Yeah, so go get him. Go pick him up. And if you're looking for tight ends, if Jason Witten's available, go pick up Jason Witten if you're a Greg Olsen owner. And another guy you might want to pick up is maybe Benjamin Watson. And, of course, Evan Ingram, tight end, 4 receptions for 44 yards and a touchdown. Back-to-back gains of 4 receptions.
Hey, and I will say
At
this.
least.
I will say this.
He's a big motherfucker, man.
We've been shitting on the Giants' offense. But that's because they have no line. So what does that mean? That means they have to get the ball out quick. Who's the closest person to the quarterback? Mm-hmm. Besides a running back, it's a fucking tight end.
Right. Yep.
Evan Ingram's still going to get plenty of looks.
Yeah, he has some wide open looks too.
Yeah.
Another guy you might want to pick up is Dante Foreman. 18 attempts, 61 yards and 3 receptions for 26 yards.
Yeah.
And
that's more a pickup and stash though.
Yeah, you want to
see
if
it's a consistent thing.
And especially in deeper leagues.
Yeah.
Here's another deep league. Maybe pick up right here. Jermaine Kearse, New York Jets, wide receiver, 4 receptions for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns. You pick him up, stash him, see what develops there.
Yeah.
Particularly if you're in a deeper league. You're playing with 12, 16, 14 people.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. With Javon Kearse and Deontay Foreman, I think you'll agree. Don't use a waiver on him. I'd more wait until after the waiver goes through.
Yeah, Jermaine Kearse, Benjamin Watson, Dante Foreman.
Foreman. Did I say Freeman? I think it's Freeman. Foreman.
Dante Foreman.
Yeah.
Those are guys you do not want to waste a waiver wire.
Save your waiver. Use them for someone else. those are more deep sleepers, guys. You just pick them and stash.
Here's our guys I would use a waiver wire pickup. Chris
Yeah.
Carson.
Yes.
I would use a waiver wire on Alan Hearns if he's still available.
Yes.
And anybody else you might want to use a waiver wire on?
It depends. PPR, maybe Chris Thompson. Maybe.
Okay.
But besides that, not really. Unless you're in dire need for some of these other guys. J.J. Nelson, what if Larry Fitzgerald finally gets it going?
Yeah.
And John Brown comes back. He's dropping back down to the depth chart.
Yep.
Right? So some of these guys, Chris Johnson, okay, but the whole Cardinals offense looks shitty. So I wouldn't waste a waiver on him either. So those are probably Chris Carson's the only for sure guy that I would use a waiver wire this week, unless you're in dire need of something. And Alan Hearns, obviously, but unless you're in dire need.
Some streaming options maybe for daily. Not for daily, but for defensive special teams. Some streaming defenses. Hey, if the Rams are available,
If they're still they should be available.
look at the Rams against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Maybe the Bucks against the Vikings if Sam Bradford is not going to be playing.
Yeah.
The Titans versus the Seahawks might be a good streaming option for
Yeah,
you.
that horrible O-line. Yeah.
If you're needing to stream, and look at the Dolphins versus the Jets for a streaming option, possibly.
I got one. Eagles
Eagles against the Giants, definitely.
Eagles versus look what they did to the Redskins.
Oh yeah.
Murdered.
And possible streaming option for defense, because I'm a guy who likes to stream.
Yeah.
Maybe I streamed the Ravens a lot of my leagues against the Browns last week.
Yep.
I might keep them this week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I might keep them because they're damn good.
Hey, if Blake Bortles plays like he usually does, then that's a great fucking pickup.
All right. So that's our week 3
Yeah.
outlooks. Some of our guys who we're worried about. Guys who week we're going to break out, have some good games.
Nice.
Some waiver wire pickups and streamers.
Yeah.
But guys, let us know what you think about fantasy football in week 2. I mean, what disappointed you? What fucking surprised you?
Fucked you over like Jordy Nelson fuck you like you
Yeah.
fucked me? Let me know. And also, if you have any specific questions, you can always hit us up on here on the comments.
Always.
Best way to reach us is usually directly through Twitter. Messages on there. We always will reply back within a day at the latest. Typically, when it comes to weekends, we're replying pretty fast because we know it's more urgent. But hit us up on Twitter at the Sports Fury,
And
even Instagram.
And if you want to ask us live,
Yeah.
Sean will be going live during Thursday Night Football.
Yep.
And so if you want to get some questions in there, go ahead and hit him up here on YouTube. We're going to be going live.
Yep.
Sean will be.
I'll be on live, and Josh will try to go live Friday, right?
I try to go live on Fridays.
Yeah.
I am
He
at
works.
work,
Yeah.
and if everything goes smoothly, I get everything done, and there's nothing going on, I might go live around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So look out for that. Make sure your notifications on. No promises. I might go live there, and I'll take your questions there. And then if you miss us both times,
Yep.
Sunday
morning before the noon games start, we always go live for about an hour. We will be in Chicago.
Be in Chicago this time.
Woo! We'll be in Chicago this time, but we'll still be
Have a few brewskis.
yeah. So we'll be having some
Tailgating.
beers, tailgating, stuff like that. But we'll definitely go live and answer any questions the last second before the games.
So, yeah. All right, guys. That's our take on fantasy football for week 2 and week 3 coming up. And we will definitely see you guys next week.
Yep.
I wish you best of luck unless you're playing me in our subscriber leagues and or some other leagues that I'm in.
Yep.
Otherwise, screw you guys.
Yeah.
All right, later.